to end all main events here. This is the big one for all the marbles, the Seaway Valley Championship. And here tonight, we see Big Daddy D-Roy, the champion, defend against the valiant challenger and Channing Decker.
Big Daddy D-Roy's first title defense after winning the title back in October, finally exercising that demon of the immaculate Ray St. Jean, but he's taking on a guy that won not one, but 2 matches in one day to get this matchup, Dr. Bob. 2 matches that were wild, crazy, hardcore affairs. I mean, Ash, you saw it. Channing Decker went through a table right in front of us.
Pretty evenly split here, too. I'm very surprised at him being Ash. I hope that D-Roy gets very evenly split.
I think that D-Roy usually has the hometown crowd advantage, but Channing Decker has been putting on so many amazing performances here at SVW that you can't help but get the crowd behind him. Also, Channing Decker, you know, he's been on dark side of the ring. Channing Decker just fought RVD. This kid is hot, this kid is special, and this kid is the perfect #1 contender for Big Daddy D-Roy.
And
you call him a kid, but that is a man in there.
Let's not forget about the impressive string of victories Channing Decker has had in Seaway Valley. Wins against Flip Gordon, the match of the year for 2021 against Dylan Davis. The win against Mike Marsden in the afternoon show in October. Then another win against James Stone to solidify himself as the next challenger to Big Daddy D-Roy. And, you know, at the end of the night, he showed respect to Daddy D-Roy, but he made it clear that belt is coming with him back to Greektown.
And guys, I don't know if you saw that, but that is Channing Decker in a show of respect, a show of intimidation perhaps a little bit. I don't mean that in a negative way, but he respects and is intimidated by D-Roy's power. He moved out of the way on a few little shots. He moved out of the way of trying to grapple him here. He understands where the advantage lays here, and the strength department is not his.
Absolutely. Big Daddy D-Roy here is well over 300 pounds. And while Channing Decker, not a small guy himself, he's definitely not got the power and the mass of Big Daddy D-Roy here.
Goes for it too. Certainly not a kid. And picking him up. He's got him by the jaw, by the throat.
Guys, I've called a lot of Channing Decker matches, and one thing that I'll point to as an X factor for Channing Decker is that he likes to take guys out of their comfort levels, out of their safety zones. He likes to turn things up a notch. He likes to bring in weapons like chairs, thumbtacks, doors, you name it. Big Daddy D-Roy, that would definitely be out of his comfort zone. Not something that he hasn't dealt with before, but Channing Decker, that's a whole different monster when it turns to the realm of hardcore. That's if it gets there. Let's see.
It could easily go if this matchup if this night is any indication. A few clotheslines and splashes into the corner of Beal, but out of all that, Channing got an advantage now and goes with that Sabu leg drop. A man he's also fought. And these fans have not stopped just murmuring and talking and cheering, and there's an electricity in this air right now. Even after this long show that we've had so far, that they're just, you know, wrapped with energy here for this matchup and this title defense.
Well, let me tell you, Dr. Bob, it has been since October, since our last show here at SVW for inaugural. We had a show planned, Love Hurts Too, for February, but unfortunately due to COVID having to reschedule that. So the SVW fans are bottled up. They are excited. They are ready to cheer here for this main event. They want to see the SVW title fight, and they want to see it go off well.
And added to that, I just think there's something special about this show. They can feel a potential title change maybe in the air. Both of these wrestlers are heavy hitters. Both of them can lay claim very definitively to the Seaway Valley Wrestling Championship, and a suplex on the floor.
I was going to say this matchup spilling to the outside, which I would give advantage Channing Decker.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. I've seen a lot of Decker matches, but I think he's getting picked up right now in pain. You know, that might just be temporary though. The momentum could shift any second.
Yeah, like I said, I would give it advantage Channing Decker, but Big Daddy D-Roy so far proving me wrong. So far.
You guys gotta take it back in the ring or I'm gonna give you guys a count. Come on, let's go!
It's been a long show here so far, fans, but we are on our feet.
And they're on the stage.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, we got a lot of expensive production gear, a lot of good lighting. Folks here, we don't cut any corners at Seaway Valley Wrestling.
This has given me a little bit of deja vu, flashing back to Channing Decker versus Mike Kirsten.
Deja vu or PTSD?
A little bit of both, Adam B. Decker proving, I'm sorry that you are not a boy, but you are in fact a man capable of lifting Big Daddy D-Roy.
Very underappreciated power level for Channing Decker. I mean, this guy, he's able to do something as impressive as that. I mean, Big Daddy D-Roy, that guy is, oh my God. Why? I can't even see what it was, but why?
Channing Decker once again proving just how hardcore he is. This man, like I said, going toe-to-toe with the likes of RVD. Channing Decker is definitely on his way to becoming a hardcore legend. Will he be hardcore enough here tonight to take the victory from Big Daddy D-Roy and steal that title?
Guys, I was there on the call when when Channing Decker wrestled Sabu, and that was one of the most terrifying matches I've ever called. But Channing Decker held in there with the hardcore legend. As we've seen in this match too, has definitely worked a lot of homages to ECW guys. We saw the spinning leg drop a la RVD, the leg drop on the apron a la Jerry Lynn.
He's like Kirby.
We are just breaking the count here for both men to get back in the ring. This big main event here tonight, we definitely would not want to end on a count.
Oh, I think there would have goes for the pin. Almost, and I think there would have been a riot here in Cornwall at the main event, ended in a double count out.
But this fans may have gone and stolen the title for themselves. Channing Decker here, done playing around. Looks like he's getting ready to set up to put Big Daddy D-Roy away for good.
Big shots from D-Roy. I think D-Roy's going to win the strike exchange here.
Channing Decker is coming back with 2 shots to D-Roy's 1, but there's a lot more meat being thrown from Big Daddy D-Roy, that's for sure.
This battered clothesline.
Oh, chokeslam attempt there.
Clothesline, chokeslam, thank you. Long night.
Has been taken out by Channing Decker.
We can't afford to lose any more refs. Bob, get in there, put in a referee shirt.
Well, we noticed last time when
Chokeslam! Fans count along to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But there's no ref up to count for the victory. The
no ref.
Right out. Daddy D-Roy should have the win here. However, when your ref is knocked out cold, what are we supposed to do? Normally at this point in the match, at last point in inaugural, whenever we saw the ref get knocked out in the James Stone versus Channing Decker match, some chairs got involved rather quickly. It'll be interesting to see here, now that the referee has been knocked out, if these men will take bigger risks and bring in weapons to try and incapacitate their opponent.
Are you a fortune teller? Because look at the plunder making its way out underneath the ring.
Big Daddy D-Roy gonna bring Channing Decker's game to him. You gotta wonder though, is that the right call? Has a table, oh boy, things are just going up a notch, but will it be a backfire for the SVW champion?
Oh. Channing goes for a basement dropkick there, but that's a land on the table as well. Oh!
Here comes Channing.
Oh! Suicide dive knocks him out. And that's why they're called high-risk moves.
High risk, high reward for Channing Decker, who is on his feet. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going to get a table here. As Devon would say, get the table.
Well, that was said too, Devon, but nonetheless, well, we've seen everything else tonight, Ash. Why not see a table being used by a man who's just an absolute nutcase? And when you bring these toys into a wrestling match, you do so at your own risk. Big Daddy D-Roy, though, brought up to the apron.
And Daddy D-Roy became internet famous a little while ago for chokestyling somebody through a table. Will that happen once again here? I mean, the extent that they're going to just show you how important this title is to both these competitors and to the entire roster here tonight.
Got Daddy D-Roy up in the corner here, and now this spells disaster for either one of these men. It looks like one of them is going through this table, and I don't want to be, I'm telling you, I think we're going to feel it from here.
I am scared. Oh my! Why? Why? Jesus!
I would just like to say, rest in peace. He is just rocked by that. Daddy D-Roy again looking for the pin.
Brian Renda with the count. Will that be it? It is.
Daddy D-Roy retains the title! How can we wrap up Cornwall, Seaway Valley, we came here, we rock the place. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for joining. For my co-hosts here, Adam B. and Ash, I am Dr. Bob. Thank you. Good night.